Welcome to Season 2 of Listen.Think.Leap, the creative movement podcast where all you need is yourself, your imagination, and a bit of space. I'm your host and dance movement teaching artist, Miss Teresa. In today's episode, we're going to warm up, explore the dance element repetition and the verb pace, play Dancer Says, and create a repeating dance. So go ahead and put your screens down, turn your volume up, and get ready to dance because it's Listen, Think, Leap. Now before we get started, here's an important message for the grown-ups. By dancing along at home, you understand that the activities in this podcast carry a risk of injury, and if someone gets hurt or something gets damaged while participating, you will not hold Listen, Think, Leap liable. So, double check to make sure any and all sharp corners, objects, slick spots, pets, and people are safely outside your dancing space. If you have to move something to make room to dance, make sure to ask a grown-up if it's okay first. If you need to adjust your dancing space, pause the podcast now. Before we do any big dancing, let's warm up our bodies and minds. Start by standing or sitting tall. See if you can follow along and remember the pattern up, down, side, side. First, let's look up to the sky with your whole head. Try not to move the rest of your body. Good. Now, chin to your chest, head down, eyes down. Good. Now bend your head to the side, ear reaching for your shoulder, eyes and nose are forward. Good. And now bend your head to the other side, eyes and nose are still forward. Good. Now let's add our arms. Arms up to the sky, hands reaching to touch the ceiling, everything straight and stretching. Good. Now arms down, fingers reaching for the ground and your toes. You decide how much you want to bend, and it's okay to bend your knees. Good. Now arms stretch to the side. Try and keep your eyes and your stomach forward. Then reach the other way, bending the side like branches of a tree bending and swaying in a storm. Good. Now stand up straight again. Great. Now we're going to try that faster. First moving our head and then doing our arms. Ready? Here we go. Head up, then head down. Head to the side, ear to your shoulder, then head to the other side, ear to your shoulder. Good. Now right away, arms up high, hands over your head. Good. Arms down low, touching your toes. Nice. Hands and arms to the side, spine is curved and bending good, and hands to the other side. Great, let's do that one more time. This time I want you to try and march in place the whole time. That way we're really warming up your entire body and get ready to coordinate those movements together. So go ahead and march. Ready? Hear that beat? Small steps. 1, 2, 1, 2. March, 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 march. Good. Keep marching. Now look up high. March, march. Look down low. March, march. Head to the side. March, march. Head to the other side. March, march. Now your arms up high. Keep marching, arms down low. Keep marching, arms to the side. Good, and arms to the other side. Still marching, then shake everything out. Wiggle your head, your arms, your legs. Turn around in a circle. Move your whole body. Nice, keep moving. Jumping, shaking, all. Then back to marching. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, and stop. Nice work. I hope you're warm and ready to keep dancing because it's time to check out our vibrant verb of the day. Vibrant verbs are energetic and fun action words. Today's verb is pace. Pace means to walk, often in a slow and measured steps. We're going to take that regular march in place that we just did in our warm-up, but it's going to be slower. So go ahead and march slow. Step 1, step 2, keep going, march, march, nice and slow, steady, beat. Good, now keep that march matching the music. Wonderful. Now I want you to keep walking the slow beat in a straight line across your space. Good, and then when you get to the end of your space, turn around and walk back. That nice march, slow, measured step. Good. We're going to keep this slow beat back and forth on this same path, pacing along. Nice and slow. Good, turn around if you get to the end of your space. Now, I want you to keep your even walk, but try adding your arms. We're going to start dancing it a little bit more. Are your arms slow and steady like your feet? Or are they moving faster? Are they curved? Or maybe they're sharp? Or a little bit of both? Nice, beautiful exploration. Keep walking and turning around and walking that same path as those arms move and sweep and curve and dive. Now, we're going to add a little bit more variety. So instead of that slow march, I want you to explore maybe a slow gallop, or maybe try turning along your path. Nice. You could try giant steps or slow walks on your tiptoes. Great job. Once you get to the end of your space, remember to turn around and try and walk on that same exact path you had found before. Don't forget to add your arms. Good. Change what your feet are doing. Maybe if you did a gallop before, try turns this time. Or a slow skip. Really nice. And I want you to start thinking of an ending pose. And stop, hold it, and then relax. Wonderful job exploring the verb pace. Let's check out our dance dictionary for today. Our dance dictionary tells us about elements we can use to make our dancing more dynamic, creative, and fun. Today we're exploring repetition. Repetition, or doing the same movement or sequence of movements over and over in dance, can be very useful. In a technique class, repeating the same dance steps helps dancers become stronger and get better at achieving some of the difficult steps you might see on stage. Or think about when we say something over and over, like wash your hands. We say it a lot because it's important to keep yourself and others around you safe. The same goes with movement. If you notice when watching a dance performance, a step is repeated a lot, it is usually important to the story if it's a narrative dance, or the theme of a dance if it's not. So let's go ahead and try exploring the element repetition. Start standing or sitting tall. We're going to create a simple movement for the wind blowing. So rather than me telling you exactly how to dance, I want you to spend these first few seconds figuring out what you want your movement to be. You can think about whether you're moving sharp, fast, smooth, or slow, if your knees bend, or if your arms swirl, raise, or lower. And make sure that you're actually trying out your movement, not just thinking about it, but actually dancing. I want you to repeat your exploration a couple of times. You can change what you don't like and keep what you do. Does your spine twist? Are you just standing in place while the rest of your body moves, or are you taking a step? Really make sure that you are thinking about what your entire body is doing. Take maybe one more practice, and then set a movement that you can repeat for the word wind. Got your movement? Excellent. Now we're going to repeat that movement 10 times in a row. Your job is to try and dance the movement in exactly the same way each time. Not bigger, not smaller, exactly the same. Let's try it. Ready? Here we go. 1. Good. And again, 2. And 3. Good. 4. Wind blowing in the breeze. And 5th time. Wonderful. 6. And again, 7. Exactly the same. 8. Good 9th time. And here's your last time, 10. Great job. Were you able to repeat the same movement exactly the same way every time you did it? Good job exploring the dance element repetition with me. It's time for a dance game. For today's game, we are going to play a simple listen and move game called Dancer Says. It's a little like Simon Says if you've ever played that game. What I'll do is I'll give you different dance steps to try, but your job is to only do them if you hear Dancer Says before the instruction. For example, if I say Dancer Says turn, then you will turn. But if I say sit down, I want you to try not to move a muscle because I didn't say Dancer Says beforehand. Ready to try it? Go ahead and stand or sit tall to start. Here we go. Dancer Says skip. All around your space, good. Dancer Says stop. Dancer Says bend to the side. Really reach those arms. Touch your toes. Oh, I didn't say Dancer Says. Did you catch that? Good, let's keep going. Dancer Says jump 4 times. Dancer Says touch your toes. Dancer Says shake and wiggle. Wiggle your elbows, your arms. Dancer Says march in a circle. Get those knees up high. And freeze. Good job. You're still marching in that circle because I didn't say Dancer Says. Now Dancer Says freeze. Hold that pose. Good. Dancer Says melt to the floor in your chair like ice cream on a hot sunny day. Dancer Says relax. Then Dancer Says get up. Dancer Says gallop. Dancer Says dance like a robot. Nice. Dancer Says hands on your head. Dancer Says hands on your shoulders. Touch your toes. Oh, good. You caught that one. Nice work. Dancer Says touch your toes. Dancer Says jump up high. Dancer Says freeze. Dancer Says melt again like ice cream on a hot summer day. Dancer Says relax. Good, and stop. You were really good at that game. Well, last but not least, let's make a dance. Today, we're going to use our dance element repetition to create a repeating dance. First, we're going to create a couple of movements that we will always come back to and repeat. Let's say those movements we will always repeat are jump, bend and touch the floor. It's okay to bend your knees if you'd like. And then make the shape of the first letter in your name with your entire body. For example, my name is Teresa, so my first letter is T, and I might stand tall with both arms stretched straight out to the side. So go ahead and make the shape of the letter of your first name. Remember, there's not really a right or wrong way to do this, and if you're dancing with others who might have the same letter as you, it's okay if your letter shape looks a little different from theirs. Got it? Good. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and jump. Then touch the floor, and now make your letter shape. Nice. And again, let's jump up high and touch the floor and make your letter shape. Last time, let's jump up and touch the floor and make your letter shape. Nice. Now we're going to dance around your space. Big and wide. Turn and leap as big as you can. Keep dancing. This is where you get to be creative. Use those arms that twist your spine. Good. Nice. Now jump, touch the floor, and make that letter shape. Nice. And again, jump, touch the floor, and make your letter shape. Now back to your own dancing. Try to match the feel of this music. It's kind of quick, but it's flowy and lyrical too. So you could try skips, you could try gliding, gallops, soaring leaps, turns. Nice. Now here's our phrase again. Jump, touch the floor, and do your letter shape. Good. And jump, touch the floor, and do your letter shape. And again, jump, touch the floor, and letter shape. Beautiful. And try your own dancing again. Arms sweeping, legs darting, maybe dashing or twisting, spinning and turning, skipping and marching and galloping. Good. Now jump, touch the floor, and letter shape. And jump, touch the floor, make your letter shape. And again, jump, touch the floor, and letter shape. Last time. Jump, touch the floor, and letter shape. And dance around your space. Gallops, runs, leaps, turns, rolls. Good. Here we go. Jump, touch the floor, and letter shape. And jump, touch the floor, and letter shape. 2 more times and we'll be done. Jump, touch the floor, and letter shape. And last time, jump, touch the floor, letter shape, and freeze and hold it. And relax. Wonderful job. I loved how you added your own creativity to your dancing. And then you did a wonderful job during those repeating phrases as well. Well, that's about all the time we have for today. But before we go, let's cool down. Go ahead and start by moving however you want. But pay attention to the music and move slowly. Now pause and reach both arms way up high as you take a big breath in and hold it, really stretch. Then breathe out and relax and let your arms gently float down to your sides. Let's go ahead and do this again, so move however you want. But make your movements just a little smaller and maybe a little bit slower. Good. Keep moving nice and slow. Now stop. Take a deep breath in, and this time reach to the side with both arms and fingers outstretched. Then exhale and relax your arms down to your side. Last time, let's make your movements really small this time. So small, you could barely see them if you were to look in the mirror. Good. Nice. Slow. Still thinking about your whole body moving as you dance. Good. And stop. Reach far to the other side now. As you inhale, big breath. Then exhale and let all the air out of your lungs and relax. Slowly sit down on the floor or in a chair. Go ahead and breathe in and breathe out. Good. Another deep breath in and breathe out. And last time, go ahead and breathe in. A nice breath out as you exhale. Find stillness and calm and relax. Today's episode was produced and edited by Teresa Simpson. This episode featured music by Michelle Nobler, Gerardo Garcia Jr., Adrian Berginger, Style the Kid, Simone Jean Flippin, Sounds Like Sanders, and theme song by Sandra Kalmashir. For the latest Listen.Think.Leap news, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. And if you enjoyed today's activity, share this podcast with a friend. As always, thanks for moving with me. Till next time, remember to put down your screens, get on your feet, and keep dancing, kids.